And welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on my latest live stream and video. Got a packed show for you today, everyone, so get involved. Let me know if you're watching, and if you're watching after, get involved in the comment section below on every single one of these stories. I want to know all your thoughts, but let me know if the live stream's okay, connection wise and all that. But I'm going to be starting to do my live shows straight to you so I can interact a lot better with all my subscribers. But thank you for tuning in. But start off, really, I've got YNWA and Jordan Williams, obviously the two young Liverpool players in the under-23 setup, are set to leave Liverpool Football Club. They're not going to be getting any first-team football next season, but Jurgen Klopp, for me personally, I think he'll feel this is very much a huge disappointment to see those two young players going. But YNWA, the 19-year-old, he is basically more or less looking like he is going to be moving to Swansea City next season. I think that's going to be a very smart signing for the Welsh club, potentially coming up next season back into the Premier League. So watch this space. He could potentially be a huge breakout star, because for me, I'm gutted when I have seen a little bit of the under 23 setup. He's the lad that's always been scoring. He got 2 goals against Chelsea in our 5-1 win last week in our final fixture at Anfield. But it's a shame, Neil Critchley and all the lads at the under 23 setup will be very gutted to see those 2 young lads go. What's up? I'm watching and working on the farm. Hello, Adam Bird. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Nice one, lads. I hope you're having a cracking day, but I'm going to be interacting with all yous. But Adam, let me know, and anyone else watching live, get involved on all these stories. But yeah, Ukrainian Reds, I've got this up as well in terms of, apologies everyone, the Ukrainian Reds basically getting involved with helping out all fellow Reds that are travelling to Kiev. But I really do love this story. It's come out, obviously everyone's trying to get the tickets for the final. It's absolute gold dust if you can manage to get one. But basically, James Pearce has talked about how the Ukrainian fans in Kiev, Ukrainian Reds invite LFC fans to stay in Kiev and to live and travel with them in the hostels and hotels for, get this, £11 per night, slightly cheaper than the £8,000 rooms that are on offer in the capital. 8,000. Yeah, you might be like, what? They're charging £8,000, but if you're a fellow Red that is going to the final and trying to get accommodation there, like some of my mates are getting charged astronomical fees just to like kip in a bed. But hopefully, yeah. So if anyone's travelling over, fellow Liverpool fans or any Kiev fans or Ukrainian fans, nice one. The absolute legends for all the fans that are travelling over. That's why I love the Liverpool family anyway. But Scouse Gaming, thank you for tuning in, mate. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, everyone. And if you can drop a like on the video, you absolute legends. It really does go a long way. And let me know if you would like to see the live shows more often anyway. But basically go on to the Sami Khedira news anyway, really. It's another rumour that has originated from the Italian press, Gazzetta del Gola. Sami Khedira basically looks like he's eyeing up a potential move to England, but rumours, he is eyeing up a potential move to Liverpool. For me, we're losing, obviously, the man Emre, yeah, he's on the thumbnail and everything. I'll be talking about him very soon. Unlucky Emre. But if you're looking at potential replacements, obviously Sami Khedira, when he was at Real Madrid, I really did love the lad. He's heading on now. I think he's about 31, 32 years old. But if you're looking for a quality midfielder that can just sit there and defend defensively and I'd love him to go behind. This is obviously Sami Khedira. If he did move to Liverpool, put him in behind the likes of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita. He would very much be used as a defensive shield, and I think he, in that defensive role, would do an absolute superb job. It'd be a better option for me personally. I want to know your thoughts on Khedira. It'd be a better option than Jorginho. I know he's a bit older, but he's got the experience. He's been to Champions League finals. He's played at Real Madrid. He's played at two of the biggest clubs in world football. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts on the Kiev fans being absolute legends to all the fellow Reds. And I've obviously got the Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain news now as well. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is a legend. That's why I've titled this video. Anyway, he's helped a fellow Liverpool fan. Obviously, if you didn't see it a couple of weeks ago, he went over to, obviously, the home fans at Liverpool and give the young lads his shirt anyway. But this is a quote by Joe Jagger, obviously a fellow Red. She was quoted as saying, as a young fan, this is a post on Facebook, she's quoted, as many of you know, me and Bobby, obviously the kid, and Jay and Lola have had an amazing season travelling the country following Liverpool this year. The highlight being when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain came over at the end of the European Cup quarter-final to give Bobby his shirt. Despite having followed the Reds home and away this season, including trips to Hoffenheim and Rome, we weren't guaranteed tickets for the final and we're in a ballot with roughly 26,000 others. When the ballot was done on Friday, none of our 4 cards were successfully pulled out, and we faced the prospects of having no tickets, or even though we had already booked flights a few weeks earlier. After coming to terms with the possibility of travelling out there with no tickets, I was taken totally by surprise when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain got in touch late Friday night to give where's that gone? The page is gone. Taken by Alex got in touch late Friday night to say that he'd got hold of a pair of tickets to get the little man there, as if she says, giving him his shirt wasn't enough this season. He's just gone and blown us all away with his generosity showing here. Can't even find the words to say how grateful I am for what the Ox has done for Bobby and myself. Alex, you absolute living legend. It's amazing. When I heard this story, it was absolutely fantastic, and I loved the generosity. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, very much so. He's becoming more of a Red by the day, and I completely missed this story, everyone. I really do think he's really getting settled into Liverpool as a football club. It's an absolute class gesture there to our fellow fans. Anyway, let's get to your comments, everyone, but thank you for tuning in. Scouts Gaming, I would rather take a punch on Ruben Neves as well as Fekir. Scouts Gaming, I seen someone else comment about the Fekir news, mate. Nothing's changed since I done my last video yesterday. If you haven't checked that out, in terms of the Fekir news, anyway, mate, nothing concrete, so I'm not going to really say anything more on that. But if you haven't checked it out, go and check out the latest news on Fekir there. But go on to the Emre Can news now. As you know, most of the international teams are doing their preliminary announcements, and as you know, obviously Emre Can, from the title, is not being included. Obviously, that would play a part with his injury that he has suffered, but there was a lot of talk prior to the season finishing. Emre Can could be put into that German national team setup, but by all accounts, Joachim Löw, apologies to all the Germans out there, he's not included Emre Can in his preliminary squad. So fingers crossed. And what will be Emre Can? Because I think, this is what another thing was. I got it up. I loved this comment on Twitter. Someone's put Anfield Road 96. Emre Can was in Germany whilst the rest of the team said their thank yous and goodbyes at Anfield. That was at the weekend. Injured or not, you can appreciate the fans for their support throughout the season. Now he's not included in Germany's provisional squad for the World Cup. Handled it very badly, in my opinion. So everyone, let me know your thoughts on Emre Can. It just shows, even if he was moving, everyone, it would have been nice to really Emre Can to applaud the fans at Anfield. I think he's gone about the whole move or end of his contract the complete wrong way for me personally. If he is going, but for the fans that have cheered him on over the last couple of seasons, especially at Anfield and around the world, it would have been nice just to even give your fellow fans, a little clap at the end of the season. I know it's not much anyway, but it's a little sign of respect to them. But him being swanning about in Germany and a bit of karma there, as you would say, has come Emre Can's way in terms of that news. Right, let's get to the last story now. Obviously, if you're new and absolutely love this story, BT have announced that the Champions League live final and the Europa League final will be getting shown on YouTube, of all places. Anyway, they have been doing this the last couple of seasons, but I think it's absolutely fantastic for every single fan that obviously doesn't have Sky Sports News packages or all that. Absolutely spot on by BT there. Absolute class gesture. So if you haven't got BT or Sky or anything, apologies everyone, you can now watch it on live on the YouTube. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Let's get to your comments just shortly before I finish off today's latest show, everyone. Well, thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it, everyone. This is from Scouts Gaming as well. Everyone get involved in the comment section below. I will read out all your comments. Give you a little cheeky shout out if you would like that as well. Imagine if Pulisic also come in with a new top central defender that will do me and up and coming goalkeeper to rival Mr. Head and Shoulders. Obviously, Lloyd's carriers, mate. You mean there, mate. Pulisic, I think, mate, there's nothing really come out about him, but I think he will be a name, obviously, that will crop up over the next coming weeks in terms of the transfer window being open. There will be a whole host of European clubs after the young American. We've talked a lot about him over the past couple of months on this channel. I really do rate the lad, but if and when he does leave Dortmund, it will be for a hefty fee. Obviously, we've seen the likes of Dembele move to Barcelona for about £120+ million. So for me, Pulisic is a lot more better than Dembele, and it'll be interesting to see if Marco Pulisic does end up at United, Liverpool, or even Barcelona. But Adam, do you think we should sign any players before final and play them where only upset our team? Adam, mate, I think very much, obviously, if you haven't seen me latest episode, mate, the transfer window looks like it's going to be opening on the 17th of May, which is Thursday. And by all accounts, Naby Keita could and should have signed by then on the first day of the transfer window. So that's fantastic news. Michael, hey Jack, how are you? I'm not too bad, mate. Hope you're well. I feel Khedira is maybe a little too old for the Premier League. I think there are better options in the youth team, Wilson and Marco Grujic. Thank you very much, Michael, for your reply there. Yeah, I think age, as I mentioned before, mate, it could potentially play a part in terms of Sami Khedira, but if you maybe got him for a 1 or 2 season contract, I think that wouldn't be too bad. I think we've seen with the experience, Michael, with obviously the likes of James Milner when he has been brought into the first team when we first signed him, you can't do any harm with having too many experienced heads. I'd love to see Harry Wilson, and I think he very much will get brought into the setup, mate. But for me, as I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, Michael, on my other video, where I talked about Marco Grujic, potentially sending Grujic out on loan back to Cardiff next season. So you're losing a midfielder light there, and maybe if Emre Can, well, he is going. So you do need maybe a potential another central midfielder on top of Naby Keita. There will be a lot more players getting linked with Liverpool anyway, and Sami Khedira is that one today. But thank you very much, Michael. Comment there. Ricky Hill. Hi, Jack. Watching from Florida again. Nice one, Nicky, lad. Thank you very much. That's absolutely mad. That's why I love the internet. You're watching in sunny California. We've got some sun in sunny Liverpool today, which is a first. Well, thank you very much, Nicky. Really do appreciate it. Should pull out all the efforts to getting into Pulisic. This from Michael again. Going into the world-class star for the future. Nice one. Michael Thomas, thank you very much, mate. He has commented, Trent and Robbo have been our catalysts this season. I genuinely think these guys would leave for another team. No, Michael, why? They've only just signed. And mate, Michael, if they very much win the European Cup, European Cup, that would make them stay. There's no way those two are signing. And obviously Trent is a Scouser, like Steven Gerrard. Trent is a potential future captain of Liverpool Football Club, and he's going to be staying for the rest of his career. I can very much think that, obviously Trent being that, he's not going to move anywhere else in his career. Touch wood. I can't see that happening, mate. You never walk alone from Cornwall. David Holloway, thank you very much, mate. That's why I love the internet. But everyone, thank you very, very much for tuning in. Let me know what your thoughts on the live stream. If you're watching after this video has been uploaded anyway, if there's any hitches, really do appreciate it, everyone. But thank you. Quick shout out to Scouts Gaming, David, Michael Fairs, Scouts Gaming, every single one of you, Ricky in Florida. Have a quality rest of your day, everyone. Adam, nice one for tuning in. Every single one of you, you absolute legends, and I will be back tomorrow with another news episode. But if anything breaks, as always, keep up to date, subscribe, and smash that like button. It'd be very much appreciated.